have you hold that. Let's get your name.
My name is Reggie.
Okay, Reggie.
Must have got a
how old
suit
are
on
you?
with
36.
Jay's.
Okay, and what do you do?
So I
36.
do financial literacy, help people with their credit, build passive income, start businesses, things like that.
Very cool. What are
Sounds
some
like
things that
money.
are Fun?
So for me, it's not what you do, it's who you with. You do the same
Okay.
thing you do with the right person, you can make it a good time. But for me, because of that, I'm about experiences. So I like traveling. I like kind of building with your partner. Yeah, just having fun. Video gaming as well, of course.
Video-
Of course.
Okay. Oh,
Trash.
what
Trash.
is the
A
thing?
man can't play video games. A man can't play video games. All y'all are single mothers with multiple kids. This man is a financial advisor. You don't even you barely even know him. He might be good with money. He might be the guy that you need. What's wrong with a man taking some time out of his life to play video games and disconnect from the world? We'll get right into it, son.
Things you look for in a woman.
I like a woman to be herself. I like when people kind of can meet themselves or who they are and just kind of accept it and grow from there, not kind of like change someone. Like, hey, you're into this, I'm into this. We learn from each other. So just someone who's open with themselves, comfortable being who they are.
Okay, and now what are some of deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me, definitely smoking cigarettes, and I would just say more so with what I just said as far as like trying to change. Like I'd rather grow as each other than just like you got to do things this way, things like that.
Okay. All right, so we did
Guys
get
really
a
don't like
few, pop
smokers.
balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping. We can have your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Tracy and I'm 37. And the only reason why I popped, I mean, you're handsome, you got it going on. I loved everything that you said.
Thank you.
I would not have popped, but I had just come out of an 11-year marriage and video games was a major issue for me. So,
11-year marriage.
yeah, I know you're not that person. So don't say, the past is not you, but it's just, for me, I don't like it. I've never valued a man that played video games, and I'm not saying that if that's your hobby you can't play video games, but it's just something that brings up just something very negative for me, so I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't like the video games.
Everybody's entitled to their preference, and she's obviously speaking of experience, but one thing I'd like to just educate some women on, you got to stop bringing your past traumas into new relationships, you know what I mean? Video games, I don't know what she's talking about, bro. Like, the way she's describing her experience with that man just seems so toxic. I can't... Unless her husband was like a video game content creator, and maybe he wasn't giving her enough time, maybe, but I can't correlate toxicity with video games. And for her to bring her past experience in a marriage and knock this dude because he plays video games, although he's not the same man she dated. I hate when people do that, bro. This dude is completely different from the man that you were married for 11 years. And if he checks every other box and playing video games is just his way of disconnecting or his hobby, why are we turning down a good man because of what he chooses to do with his free time? If it's not dangerous, if it's not intrusive, if it's not violating you, then sweetheart, like, I don't know, to each his own.
Okay.
All right, and Reggie, is she someone that is your type?
Definitely my type. I do have a question though, as far as you're saying, like for the video games, what type of struggles were you finding with that?
Word.
Just more so time when I wanted to spend time together. It's kind of just like the videos turned into leagues and all these things like that. So it was just a major part of the relationship that I felt like we could have spent together.
Okay, I love that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then we got
Kind of what I
Hannah
figured.
Here.
Y'all not spending enough time together because the dude
Have
was
your
playing
name
games. All
and
right.
age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm 37.
Nice to
So
meet you.
very good looking, well dressed brother.
Thank you.
So I popped my balloon and I wanted to elaborate on when you say are you a gamer? Like you got a game all the time? Or is it like, I wanted you to elaborate. I have a almost 14-year-old, so he's a gamer.
Right.
So when I hear somebody say video games, I'm like, is it something that's just what you must do? Like,
And I could respect that question. At least ask before you just impulsively pop because the man said something. Like, sweetheart, use your brains. I'm glad she's actually using her brain to ask a good question.
how
Like,
often? How
come
long?
on, bro.
Do you have time for like family games outside of just video games?
Yeah, so when I said, I don't know, well, maybe I did just say video games, but I meant games. So I like family night, like just family fun, Sunday fun day, stuff like that, and just kind of doing different themes. Like I like to host it, make it fun. So yeah, games like that, I rarely, really have time to video game. But if you have time for advice, you'll, do it for like 30 minutes, whatever you got. But I'm a working man, so
See, there you
it's
go.
not realistic anymore.
You can't just say video games. I put my balloon back together. But no, when I hear that, it's like when you say video games, I'm thinking he gonna sit on this game forever. But no, that's the reason I wanted to elaborate.
Yeah,
like, okay,
definitely.
what do you mean by that? Because I don't mind games.
That's
but
viable.
family games, board
Yeah,
games,
definitely.
outside games. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
Okay. Now, is she someone that is your type?
Yeah, well put together, well dressed, well spoken. Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, we still have quite a few balloons left unpopped. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask these ladies a question to help us narrow it down.
No problem at all. All right. So my first question is this: has anyone ever been in the entertainment business? And have you ever had OnlyFans? Yeah, that's the question.
Okay.
I saw he was
So
leaning
here
with
your
that.
name and age and the answer to this question.
Hey, I'm Mrs. Parker. I'm 39. When you say entertainment business, do you mean like just OnlyFans, or do you like?
The man was really direct when he said entertainment business, and then he followed it up with OnlyFans. We see what it is.
So like I would say like dancing, things like this.
Oh,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
I'm Chanel. I'm 42.
Nice to meet you.
And I would say I'm in the entertain. I've never had OnlyFans. I probably would break the internet if I was. However, I create trivia games. So one thing I noticed, as you mentioned, is that game night.
Yes.
Well, I have 3 games that I've created, and that I sell them on Amazon.
Amazing.
Family night, game night, hip hop edition. So I love to host those things as well. So that is the close I'm going to get with entertaining. And then, of course, with my consulting business, there's a few networks that I work with as well. So
Perfect. I love that.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
My name is Davinia. I'm 41, and no, I am not in the entertainment business. I never have been. So,
Yeah, great.
Name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Shay. I'm 37 and I do not have an OnlyFans. I do dabble in acting. Yes.
That's great.
Okay.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
I'm Janae, 34. Never know OnlyFans, not my style, but I do sing, and that's the only thing.
That's great. You have some music out to kind of do it as a hobby.
I do. I wanted to do it as a career, but I'm just focused on something new right now.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
Venusian, 39. I am a TikTok creator manager, so that's about the only entertainment platform I utilize. But other than that, no, I don't have an OnlyFans.
All right, great.
Who's he popping?
Okay. All right. So, Reggie, I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons based off of what you're seeing and what you've heard so far. So, let me give you a pick.
Okay, so
Just
based
2.
off the questions. Tough. Okay.
Just base it off of who you're not attracted to, bro.
You gonna follow me? Okay.
Yeah, pop those 2 and
I'm
then
gonna pop this.
I don't know where you're popping. One more.
I'm going to pop. I'm gonna pop this one as well.
Okay, let's start over here.
Okay.
And so, Mrs. Okay, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I was trying to like be patient. You're swagged out. I love your drip. I love the turtle necklace.
Thank you.
Just give you a chance. I'm really not into bald heads. So I was just trying to like not pop before you came out and just hear you out.
He's not your usual type.
Again, like you look good. It's just the bald, no. I'm just trying to,
Got it.
really find love and like step outside of my box. So
You know, like for bald head, the less hair you have, the more head you get.
hey, if it works for you, so I ain't shaving my head. I don't have no issues.
Okay.
Jokes.
Reggie, why did you end up popping her balloon?
Gorgeous, beautiful.
you trying to say, bro?
Well presented. I think just from some of the answers, I like a few of the other answers better, but that's literally it.
Okay.
Respect.
Thank you. And let's go to the other one you ended up popping. Okay, and why did you have your balloon unpop for Reggie?
When he came out, I felt like he was confident. I love the way he's dressed. Yeah, and I just wanted to hear more what he had to say and his energy.
And Reggie, why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Yeah, same thing. I wish I could have got like a more meat to the bone question, but same type of thing. I kind of like just some of the other answers, well put together. Love the purple. So yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and ask these ladies another question.
All right.
I know
there
you
we
had
go.
one brewing.
Yeah, I had a
I know
brewing.
you had
Okay.
one brewing.
So my question is this: how do you feel about your partner leading in a relationship? And in your opinion, what is the kind of thin line between, oh, this is a man that can lead, or this guy's just controlling? Like, what is your kind of difference for that?
Okay.
Start over here.
Good
Chanel,
question.
42.
Good question.
My limitations, what you're saying on maybe feeling that I'm being controlled in my relationship or
Versus-
that a man is leading.
Correct.
I come from a traditional background. The gender roles is very important. So respecting the man in the household, whether we agree to disagree, that's something that I've raised around. Public respect is very important that I've been raised under, so I would never have a disagreement with you in public. As far as controlling, I'm not really sure what you mean by that. If you're saying that you need to check my phone and you need
So
to...
No.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that. I'm asking you. So I'm asking, how do you feel about a man leading in a relationship? And then I'm asking you, in your opinion, what is the thin line between, oh, this is a guy who can lead versus, oh, no, this guy's just controlling?
I just love a man that can make a decision. You know, make a decision and go with it. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm a realist. So if I see that you can't make a decision, then you can't lead. And then eventually I'll step in and make that decision, and then you might feel like that I'm overstepping you. So it's just more of a man knowing what he wants. I'll follow, you know what I'm saying? And if I see you got it, you know, I'll wait till you get there. But if if you're too far off with leading, especially someone that has businesses, very attractive, get attention, there are some things that a certain type of man, for me, they have to be a certain type of way. And they have to be able to stand in front of a lot of challenges with having an attractive woman and all of the assets that come along with it, so that you can stand there with your, you know, your head high. You remind me so much of my husband, my ex-husband. I'm so sorry. I love the bald head. My family, my brother you probably have every Jordan that ever came out. You did very well putting it together. So
Thank you.
I'm just looking at you, that's all.
Okay. Let's go on to our next lady. If we can have your name and age and the answer to this question.
Davinia, I'm 41. The answer to your question, I actually desire a man that can lead, a man that can make sound decisions, a man with a plan, but a man that also considers my needs, my wants, my desires, and my happiness. So if you're leading and you're not considering my feelings or what makes me happy or what I desire, then I think that can become a little controlling. Like if I want to go out or if I want to go with these friends and you're like, you know, well, no, you know, if we have plans, I understand. But I think that's my fine line. But other than that, I desire a man that can lead. Not all men can lead.
She actually answered the question. I rock with that. She legitimately took time to, and maybe she was given a lot of time to think about it, but she legit answered the question and gave the two differences.
Great.
Let's go down here. If we can have your name and age and the answer to this question.
Hey, I'm Janae. I'm 34. I think a man is created to lead, so I don't mind a leader. I think that's what I'm attracting. As far as controlling, if you're too possessive, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So, yeah, lead. That's your job. I respect it 100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your name and age and the answer to this question.
I feel like she's not, this woman right here, she just doesn't give me naturally submissive. So she's the type that, I'll let her speak.
I'm 39. I think every relationship starts with a foundation. Transparency and honesty, trust is the main factor. So I think when we are developing that, the leading comes with when we develop that foundation. And once we have established that, then I can trust you to lead me. So when you're asking for my phone or asking me what I'm doing, then that I feel like then you're encroaching on my space, and that's something that I don't subscribe to. So that's it.
Yeah, great answer.
Subscribe
Reggie.
to.
Let's go ahead and pop.
She's
two balloons.
unsubscribed to a lot of things that men require.
Right. I mean, I just have to comment. All those answers was, yeah. gets given. Okay. But to pop 2,
How many's left?
go here, pop this one. Doesn't want to pop. And I'm going to pop this one over here as well.
All right. And why did we end up popping her balloon?
Yeah, once again, I mean, all the answers were along the same lines. You definitely, I love the qualities that you're saying, and just same thing as I said. I just like a little bit of the answers a little bit better. But gorgeous, great answers. I just like the other ones a little bit better.
Okay.
And why did you have your balloon unpop for Reggie?
I liked his style, and I wanted to hear what he had to say.
I'm surprised he didn't ask about
And
kids.
ended up popping this one. Why did we pop her balloon?
I'm beating the same drum, huh?
Something
Yeah.
different.
Something different. Okay, so you gave a great answer though. So I'm just gonna
Don't
say,
base it off the question, bro.
Yeah, I liked your answers. Everybody gave along the same line answer, but they played it their own way. So it's kind of like a show where you're kind of I'm the guy with the stick. You know what I mean? So it's like hearing the answers. Like if everyone's giving me an A and it's like, oh, this one may be an A+, then I just like the answer a little bit better. I would approach you if I seen you like there's nothing wrong with you, my type, all that good stuff.
Got it.
And then why did you have your balloon unpop for Reggie?
I think Reggie's handsome, well-spoken. I think I've seen him on another show, so I was trying to kind of wait and not judge by what I've seen before. So, but we're good. He's a good guy.
Well, the show.
Ladies, any questions for
What
Reggie?
other show?
Let's start down here.
Yo, if y'all recognize him from somewhere, let me know in the comment section. Where's he from?
Hey, Reggie.
Hey.
How do you feel about celibacy?
So pretty much waiting until marriage. Is that?
Yeah.
I would say. So I'm very spiritual, right? So for me, it's like who you give your body to. It's like soul ties to me. You know what I mean?
100%.
So you don't want to just be out here going wild. So yeah. So I would say I would.
Right? Not the woman with 3 kids going wild and 3 baby fathers. You know what I mean?
Respect if that's the decision you're making, and we can have conversations about it, things like this, but you want to get to know the person before you just like soul ties is a real thing. You don't want to attach your soul to someone, and then so I respect it, honestly.
I love that. And then one more. How do you react when you don't get what you want?
Communication, conversation. I'm big on talking and things like that. So if it's something like I want that, you talking about like within myself or like with my partner?
With your partner. Like, say if you wanted me to do.
That's such a, I don't know. I feel like I guess you could ask a man that, right? But why would a woman? That's kind of like a question I would ask a woman. Because men, and again, not all men are equipped to handle rejection, but most men are used to not having things go their way at a very early age. Like I always say, life lets you know that you're a loser at a very early age as a man. You know what I mean? So, very interesting question.
Do something. How do I say it? Just anything. Say you want me to do something. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with doing that just yet. Would you shut down? Well, you did say communication. But
Yeah.
Something
So
like that.
no. You, like I said earlier, like trying to change someone into your liking is like you have to meet the person where they're at and kind of grow with them. That's how you're gonna have longevity. That's how you're gonna make it further, and you get a lifelong partner. For me, just trying to, or anybody just trying to change someone from the beginning, that it never ends well. So yeah, absolutely not.
I like you. Do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2. You did say that. Okay. Wonderful. Yes, that's good.
He doesn't even care about the
Okay,
kid
any
aspect.
questions over here?
How old are your kids?
13 and 14.
Do you want more kids
I always said I would have another kid with a wife.
with the wife? So you want to get married?
It's definitely in my vocabulary. It's in my plans. If I find the right person, absolutely. Because I do.
Have you ever been married?
To the Lord. I've never been married. It's just making you laugh.
Oh. Where'd you say you're from?
So from Virginia.
You live there now?
No, I live here.
Oh, what part?
Here? Avondale.
Oh, okay. All right.
Huh?
Do you cook?
I'll motivate you in the kitchen.
Do you cook?
I'll motivate you in the kitchen.
I cook. Okay? You don't gotta motivate me. But do you know how to grill?
It's not the best. It's not the best.
Fine.
She's not gonna pop
Other than
it.
that, I don't know. I don't have any other questions for you.
Okay.
Reggie, time to make a decision. So we've got two
Who's left?
beautiful ladies.
Absolutely.
I know it's gonna be a tough choice, but we do have to pop one of their balloons.
Great questions, great answers, great outfits.
I ain't gonna front. I feel like I know he gonna pick orange. You know what I mean? Younger, more attractive, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? There's them kids. I forgot how many kids she got. Everybody got so many damn kids, it's hard to keep track.
Everything is literally beautiful. But if I have to pop one, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one.
Oh,
Okay. Why did we end up popping her balloon?
Man. I feel like we would mesh well. I feel like are you spiritual?
Very.
Yeah, because when I mentioned the soul tie, I see how you kind of lit up for that. So I feel
Yeah.
like we would have meshed in that way. We're beating the same drum, but literally, I think just from all the questions I've asked, all the questions that's been asked to me, I match with her a little bit more.
I love how intentional you are, and
Absolutely.
I hope you find your match.
Definitely.
Respect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go on back. Okay, let's bring you on up. Come on up. Come on.
Hey, okay.
All right. So, any final questions between
must
the two
be
of you
jam because
before-
jelly don't shake like
Any
that.
questions for me?
Yeah, I have one more question. All right, so my question is this. So my family dynamic is kind of different. Like, I'm not necessarily close to my biological family, but I've had friends who kind of become my family. So my question to you is this. What are your thoughts on family? And as far as your family is concerned, like, how does their opinion on the person you're dating kind of affect the relationship?
I have a very big family, and we're very close. Very respectable. Like I said, gender roles. Their opinion is very important to me because I spend a lot of time with my family whenever we're together. Like right now, it's the holiday weekend. I have family here until tomorrow. They've been here for a week or so. We get together. We have, and we bring our significant others.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how comfortable you are in that environment, but my family's gonna ask you questions, and they're gonna want to know what you're about, and I'm gonna pay attention to that. So.
That perfectly answered. Perfectly answered.
Unique questions too.
Is it going to be a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
Is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match!
Come on, man.
Go ahead and take this mic, and you guys can go on up.
He's the most solid dude that came up here. Got the hand around the waist. Oh, he feeling her. He finna knock the dust
Okay,
off
let's go
that
ahead
thing, man. Yo, come on, man. He's the most solid dude up there, bro. And for some of these women to have popped over video games,
Bring out
whatever,
our
bro.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Christian.
Christian, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40, and what do you do?
I work in renewable energy, residential sales. I'm
Older
also
gentleman.
A community organizer, activist, and I just love life.
I just
What
love
are some things
life.
you like to do for fun?
I travel a lot. Just came back from France. My mom was born in Paris. Love soccer, basketball. Love playing Scrabble.
Okay.
I'm an avid writer, poet.
I don't think this is the panel for him,
Just a
though.
Renaissance man.
All right. And now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
God-fearing, I'm Christian for a reason. Traveling, I hope you have your passport. If you like artistic endeavors and community building, that'd be amazing as well.
Okay. Now, what are some deal breakers?
I don't smoke. If you have, children, as long as you have 2 or less with.
Okay. That's
You know what? I'll bring it up to 3. Maybe some can get the balloons back. If
Okay, so 3. You're sure? 3?
3.
3 or less.
3 or
Okay.
less.
Oh. So, do we want anyone that does want their balloon? But okay, yep, she does.
Deal breakers. Yeah, I mentioned smoking, and I mean, just be authentic. You know, it's the highest vibrating energy, so being authentic is also important.
Okay. All right. So we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see what's going on. Let's start over here. Okay, your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Parker. I'm 39. I pop because, for one, it's a type thing. The
Older gentleman.
A little bit of hair up there. And then, like, you at first, I have 2 children, a daughter and a son. But initially, like, you were like 2 and then you upped it because the balloons pop. So that's why.
I understand. I just want to make sure that everybody gets a fair shot. So
I understand.
And now is Mrs. someone that's your type?
she looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Shay. I'm 37. So I pop my balloon if like I don't like a person that like changes their mind in the moment. Like if you stand on business, and then religion. I believe there is a God. I'm not a super religious person. That's one of those complicated things. I don't judge anybody, but I don't want somebody to judge me based off if I'm religious or not. You know, you said you're a Christian.
I was referring to my name. My name is Christian. So I was just,
My apologies.
I
I
was
thought
just
you said.
being funny. Like, my name is Christian. I was like, my name is Christian, my first name.
Okay, well then we'll go back. We'll remove the Christian mingles. If we won't do that, we'll just go off. I like a person. If you say that 1 or 2 kids, stand on business, and that's just that you're very good looking. You know, I like the fact that you have a lot going on for yourself. It's just I need you to stand on business because I'll challenge it.
I love children, so I just felt, some answers we have to give, but at the end of the day, I get your point.
Do you feel like the first answer you give is always what it is? Because some people say that what you say first is what you
I
stand.
mean, 1, 2, 3. I'm one of 13 children, so. You see?
Okay.
So there's a context.
You got a big family.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And we did get a pop balloon back here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, my name is Davinia, and I'm 41. I popped because he said no children, no more than 2 children.
Yes.
You said 3, but by that
After.
time I had already popped. So, granted, 2 of my children are adults, but
Beautiful.
I mean, I want you to want what you want, so that was why. But other than that, you're handsome. You have a beautiful smile. Love your complexion. Love the adventure in you, and you like to give back and help in the community. But I just want you to want what you want, so that's it.
Noted. Thank you.
And now is Davinia someone that's your type?
You have a great lineup, beautiful black woman.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you, Christian.
No problem.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, Christian, I'm going to have you ask these ladies a question just to kind of help you narrow it down, see who's more of your match.
So my first question, I believe that longevity in a relationship requires emotional intelligence. How you define emotional intelligence?
Okay, let's start here. Name and age, and how do you define emotional intelligence?
Hi, I'm Tracy and I'm 37. Emotional intelligence is just being aware of your partner, their triggers, being able to cope with your partner, deal with hard times, being able to uplift your partner and vice versa. So you should be able to encourage your woman, and your woman should be able to encourage her man on every aspect of the relationship. So I believe emotional intelligence is just the building blocks of the foundation of the happiness that you bring into the relationship, and just being aware of each other.
Great answer.
Let's go to our next lady. Name and age, and how do you define emotional intelligence?
Shay, and I'm 37. Emotional intelligence, communication with my partner. And, sometimes, for example, if we're having a disagreement, an argument, just knowing how to talk to each other, if that looks like giving each other space for a couple of hours or whatever that may look like, but knowing that we can respect each other in that space, but just communicating, being very transparent and loving to one another. Being able to have those challenging conversations at all times. Emotional intelligence.
Answer.
Thank you. All right, your name and age, and how do you define emotional intelligence?
Hi, my name is Janae. I'm 34. I'm really big on energy. So if I can sense that something's off, or maybe you come home, you've had a bad day, I think communication is key. And we just work it out, just try to figure out how we can do it. I love to travel, so I say, hey, babe, let's take a flight. But other than that, communication.
She offered nothing about emotional intelligence. I think she's clocked out. But that had nothing to do with emotional intelligence.
Yes, sir.
Name an age and how do you define emotional intelligence?
Venusian, 39. I would define that as, being able to read each other, the vibe, the energy, and having that open dialogue. How you feeling? Like, let's take a vibe check. That's how I would define it. Understanding one another's needs before anything else. So that's how I would.
Amazing answers. You ladies are emotionally intelligent, I see.
Okay, so Christian, I
Old
am
man
gonna have
charm,
you
bro.
pop,
Old man charm is
2
gonna work.
balloons.
Okay.
2 balloons based off of what you've seen, what you've heard, all that good stuff. So
Okay.
there you go.
2.
2 of them, yeah.
Okay.
So pop those 2 first, and then I'll ask you why you ended up popping.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the pain. Can I ask one question or just
After this round.
After this one, okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right.
Okay, and pop one more.
One.
Okay, I'll have you stay right here. So you did have your balloon unpop for Christian. Why?
I thought that Christian was very well dressed. He came out very confident, and I loved his answers. He likes to travel. He's from a very big family. I come from a family of 12 siblings myself. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now why did we end up popping her balloon?
Definitely height. I know it's usually women look at height when it comes to men, the height.
Okay.
But both of your answers were incredibly on point.
So she's too short for you, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's different. Amen. All right, thank you. And then you did pop hers. So first, why did you have your balloon unpop for him?
I liked his attire. It was very mature. Kind of my type in attire and the men that I normally go for. And I liked his accent, but other than that, nothing really in particular. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then so why did we end up popping hers?
Great answer. Beautiful. It's a tough selection. I mean, it's tough, and you obliged me to pop 2 balloons. I think I'm gonna blame you. Honestly, blaming you.
It's okay.
Okay. All right, thank you. So I know you said you had another question that you wanted to ask the ladies. I'm gonna have you ask these 2.
Who's left? Oh, the 2 at the
Yes,
end.
I mentioned I'm a community organizer, and I mean it. In New York, I live in New York. I'm from the Republic of Chad, a former French colony. So in Chad, we speak French, Arabic. I learned English here when I was 16. So 24 in New York, and I have aspiration to one day become, when I turn 50, the mayor of New York. So how do you see yourself in that light? Politically, or just that light, we won't be Jay-Z and Beyonce, but that light.
Okay, let's go down over there.
I just want to be the mayor of New York.
All right, if you want to just go ahead and answer his
You know them
question.
balloons are staying unpopped.
I love that what you do for the community. As far as becoming a mayor, that's amazing. I see you doing that. I love to help the community. I'm into fitness coaching on the side. So I could see me definitely in that lifestyle.
I bet you could.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay.
That's tough. And then people get to doing research about you and digging into your business. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to be in the spotlight like that.
Okay.
That's tough.
That's why that's the question,
Yeah.
transparency.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that something that is a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pop my
All right. So you did have your balloon unpop for him for quite some time. Why so?
I really wanted to hear his story and get to a feeling for him because I believe in giving everybody a fair shot and chance. So, but yeah.
Okay.
And then if you live in New York, that's quite a ways.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have our one lady left here. Any questions for you for him?
How do you feel about celibacy?
So,
Why is that her main question?
Even
Like,
though my name is
girl, you
Christian.
trying not to give it up? That's the second time she asked about celibacy, man. What's her deal? She trying to save her. I know she's not trying to save herself for marriage. Not with 3 kids, you are.
and I chose, so even though my name is Christian, I chose to go to a Christian college, Pensacola Christian College. You know, when everybody was going to FSU and having fun, I went to an extremely strict, the strictest Christian colleges, you know, at 18. So, and it was an intentional decision. You know, my faith. How do I feel about it? I think it's an amazing thing to do in the name of discipline. These days, in the name of instant gratification, sex is such a trivial thing. It shouldn't, you know. Sex, sharing your energy with somebody else should be sacred. So it's an amazing thing.
Okay, I like that answer. You are in New York. That is quite a ways. I live here in Tucson.
Yes.
But I'm currently in school for fashion design, and
Amazing.
I want to eventually go to Paris or New York
Okay.
to get my bachelor's. But I do have a question about the kids.
Yes.
Are you sure? How do you feel about 3 kids? I have 3 kids.
Sure. I mean, I used to play soccer professionally, semi-professionally. At the age of 6, my father put us in a basketball school. So these are the things that I could bring. If you have son or daughters, teach them some soccer. I mean, I'm fine with you having 3 kids. The distance, I travel a lot. I was in France. My mother was born in Paris. I have plenty of family in France. Before that, I was in Mexico City.
So you're close.
Travel a lot.
Yeah, I didn't
used
think a long distance would be an issue for
Okay,
you.
it won't be.
Yeah.
But the children won't. I mean, how? If I have a question to ask, the age group and
Yeah, because that was my next question is 17, 12, and 7. And I have 2 boys are the 2 oldest, and my youngest is a girl. So it's like, how do you see yourself when it comes to like teaching the children? Because I think it's a village. We raise these kids with a village. So it's like, you don't have to be dad, but hey, if we life partners, where do you see yourself with my children?
I'm glad I mentioned I'm one of 13 villages. You know,
He's not
very
American, so I
African.
don't see him having an American
Africans
perspective.
are scared of villages, but I play like your sons. I see me becoming the best friend, mentor. I'm pretty good in soccer, pretty good in basketball. Maybe they could teach me some American football.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
and I'm a writer. I mean, I feel like I have a package to be an incredible. I don't like to step that name, but
I know.
an incredible life partner, like you said.
Influencer, yeah.
Yeah.
Role model.
Yes.
I love the poetry too, so.
All right, well, I'm gonna have you come on up. Let's head on over here. Oh, let's go. Okay, so I just have one final question. You guys are all good?
Sheesh.
Okay, so is it gonna be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Oui.
Oh, he said
Swatch
it
for
fresh.
yes.
We got a match. I'll take this mic.
I'll
and
rock
you
with it,
guys
I'll
can
rock with
go
it.
on up. Oh! Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our
Look,
next
she's
single.
had her fair share, bro. One baby daddy dead and the 2 others disappeared. I mean, shit, man. This dude's a little bit older, but hey, man, love works in mysterious ways, man.
Thank you everyone for tuning in on this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our upcoming episodes, please go ahead and click on the link in the description box below and fill out that form to be considered. And also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, it's over.
And we'll catch you all next time.
I ain't gonna front. Some of these, let me see. The women that are left, I feel like she offered little to no personality for me to even understand why she's still up here and she couldn't find a match. I don't really have much to go off of with her. Her, coming off of a marriage for 11 years, she has 2 kids. I forgot. It was a reaction to another video. What my issue was with her, but I'm kind of surprised that 1, 2, and 3 are still up here. These 2, it is what it is. But these 3 with body arties like that, I don't know, man. But I'm gonna holler at you guys next video. This was Pop the Balloon and Find Love with Arlette, because every time Arlette pull up, you know, so do we. So, yeah, another good one, man. Another good one.